So works. Don't tell anybody. God's Pirate here. I'll tell you a small story. We all learn our lessons in life, and well, I got about 57 years of learning lessons. Most of my lessons I learned early in life, and I thank God every day because I still see some of these coming up all the time, even today. I had an aunt, and well, she owned her own flower business, and she owned it for pretty much close to 50 years. It was actually a family business, but she ran it, and most of the time she did her things outside of, the holidays. We pulled the holidays. She worked year round. And remember, she did this for 50 years. One day she came up with an idea, went to a convention, and they were selling this new product. And if you remember, there was a time where somebody came up with a machine to where you can put animals inside the balloons, flowers, what have you. My aunt got into it, and she basically sunk all her money into this. She decided to do this year round instead of messing with the flowers. One day, a gentleman came into her store, and he acted like he was overly excited of seeing this new idea, and he thought that she was just the smartest person in the world. He treated her with kindness and basically had, undivided attention. And he asked her, "Where do you get your stuff?" She proudly said, "I get it here." And he asked more questions, and then he asked if he could borrow one of her boxes or cardboard boxes. The thing was, is the cardboard box had the name of the things that she was buying to do this business. 2 weeks later, this man set up shop across the street from her doing the same exact thing. My aunt pretty much didn't talk to him anymore. She basically stayed away from him. We were all seeing what was going on, but we kind of like stepped back to try to find out what kind of audacity would somebody have. This man had money to invest. Now, my aunt, she was living off of her money. Like I said, she was a widow. She was on her own. She was doing everything she could to keep up with her bills. This man had an investment. He bought the same thing she had, but he bought a bigger machine. He had more variety. And in 3 months, my aunt lost her business. She totally went under. She eventually lost her house. The family started getting involved, but it was a little bit too little, a little bit too late. Got her a place to stay. Kind of like put her on this retirement zone kind of thing. It's all good. We'll take care of you. That's fam, by the way. But this is something I still to this day keep telling my children. Do not tell anybody about your hustle. There's not everything in life that people need to know. And believe it or not, I love YouTube. And I'll try to do whatever I can to help you. Like warn you against things like what Dasher does or these other gig apps. Or I'll throw you a little insight on how to make a few dollars here and there. But if you're not going to learn anything at all from me, at all, learn this one thing. I want to teach you the same thing I teach my kids. You don't brag about where you get your money. You will never see me do that here. 100%. You probably know 2% of where I get my money. You don't know the other 98. And I might spill the beans here and there. That's because I want to make sure I'm protected against me first. You know what I'm saying? But that was a harsh lesson in life. Do not tell everybody where that hustle coming from. While you out there beating the streets, whatever you're doing. I don't care what it is. My wife right now is even going through the same problem. But see, we're kind of like tight-lipped on what we do. Somebody else has gotten to the competition of trying to copy her. Now, as I see this coming, and this is not the first person that ever did this, we kind of like caught it early in time and tried to explain to the other people who we deal with that there's certain rules, laws, regulations about how we do our business. If you're going to let somebody else pop up, we're going to have to spread thin a little bit. Protect yourself. Stop bragging about where you get that money. God's Pirate. See you soon. Love you much.